What is it really like to own a Greyhound? I can always tell when someone's considering getting a Greyhound by the way they look wistfully at my dog and ask, what's it really like to own a Greyhound? A Greyhound is a mellow, peaceful addition to the family. He naps most of the time, enjoying the company of his owner. No breed's compatible with every family, though. To have a great outcome with your Greyhound, or any dog for that matter, you must invest your time in these 3 things. 1. Learn all you can about this breed. 2. Patiently and appropriately train your dog. And 3. Build a relationship with him. Well, step 1 begins right here. Greyhound home care videos and unique articles will help you decide if a Greyhound is right for you. Stick around because Lily has divined the questions that are on your mind, and I'm going to answer them. Well, we don't want to be pushy, Lily. People should only subscribe to this channel if they want to learn how to have better living with their pet Greyhound. Although any dog owner would learn interesting stuff here. Or maybe people thinking about getting a Greyhound, or people who just have fun watching our videos. And now, Bonestradamus will divine the questions that are on your mind. What is there to know about owning a Greyhound? Well, although Greyhounds make some of the best pets out there, it's important to keep in mind that they're not bred to be pets. Greyhounds are bred to be dogs with a purpose, and that purpose is racing. The number of Greyhounds registered with the American Racing Association, as opposed to the American Kennel Club, is about 14 to 1. With that in mind, it's important to know going in that everything in your home will be foreign to your new Greyhound. You'll have to teach him about everything in your home, like mirrors, dog beds, stairs, electrical cords, children, and so on. It takes time, attention, and patience, but it is worth it. Are Greyhounds good house dogs? When they're trained properly and patiently over time by their owners, they make excellent house dogs. Can Greyhounds be left alone? Yes, after a break-in period where you gradually lengthen the amount of time he's left alone. Most Greyhounds have never spent any time alone and find your home a very strange environment for the first year or 2. It's good to have a very large wire crate. Greyhounds are accustomed to and relish having their own personal space. Are Greyhounds good for full-time workers? They can be, since they sleep most of the day away anyway. As mentioned above, though, they can get very anxious if they're left alone for too long. I've noticed that owners I know personally tend to have 2 Greyhounds to keep one another company. Do Greyhounds need another dog? Well, not usually, although like I said, it can be helpful if he needs to be home all day because you're working. Of course, a lot of people get 2 Greyhounds just because they enjoy the experience. Again, it's a matter of patient training over time. It helps if you can have someone look in on your Greyhound if you're going to be gone more than a few hours. How much does it cost to have a Greyhound? Well, first there's the adoption fee, which ranges from $250 to $500. This is a bargain considering that the initial vet work is all done ahead of time, often by a vet who has volunteered his services, including the spay or neuter and the deworming. This cost can be cut in half if you adopt a Greyhound age 7 or older, or a special needs Greyhound. After that, the cost is pretty much what you would expect for any large dog. Your monthly purchases would include a large bag of good quality kibble, flea and heartworm medications, and of course plenty of cookies. If your former dog experience has included a lot of grooming expense, well, you can put away your wallet and delete that groomer's info from your phone because you won't be needing them. Do Greyhounds like to cuddle? Well, as I said in my short, yes, once they get to know you better. Greyhounds are not bred to be pets, so they might be uncomfortable at first with your brand of affection. Over time, though, they become big marshmallows. Can Greyhounds be off-leash? Well, let's see. You have a dog who's bred to chase, sees half a mile away, has absolutely no sense whatsoever about traffic dangers, has a high prey drive, and can run 40 miles an hour. What could go wrong? Face it, all this combined makes an unleashed Greyhound a recipe for disaster. A Greyhound can only be off-leash in a securely enclosed area. Many Greyhounds have been lost or killed by a car because they bolted after some small furry creature or were spooked by a noise. Are Greyhounds aggressive? Greyhounds tend to be very passive and docile. If a Greyhound's annoyed, it'd be more in his nature to turn away or run. They're still dogs though, and any dog is capable of biting given the right circumstances. If you have any smaller pets, however, you should consider a Greyhound's prey drive. Remember, they are bred to hunt small, furry creatures. Do Greyhounds bark? Greyhounds don't tend to bark. They may bark if other dogs are doing so. In any kennel of Greyhounds, there's always a chorus of barkers. On closer inspection, however, you'll usually find that all that barking is coming from a small minority of the Greyhounds. They may not tend to bark, but when they do, it's loud and crisp and surprisingly robust. Is a Greyhound a good first dog? A Greyhound can be a very good first dog because the first-time dog owner has fewer preconceived notions about what a dog should be like. Greyhounds are a breed apart, and they need owners who are willing to learn about them ahead of time. Will Greyhounds kill cats or small dogs? Some will, yes. I sure wouldn't want to be the one recommending pairing a Greyhound with a cat or a small dog and then the unthinkable happens. You know, it's not like I just recommended a dog food that didn't work out. With the wrong dog food, then your dog might have some gas, you open a window, put on a fan, try a different food, and everything turns out okay. But if a Greyhound and your cat don't work out, well, you end up with a broken heart, a dead cat, and a traumatized Greyhound whom you might not like very much anymore. What do retired Greyhounds eat? Retired Greyhounds enjoy a bowl of high-quality kibble, which the Greyhound tweaks to suit his individual Greyhound. Lily, my current pet, eats kibble mixed with a cup of warm water because she's a poor drinker, a tablespoon of yogurt to help her digestion, a little bit of coconut oil to prevent dry skin, and a bit of cranberry juice to help prevent UTIs. Should I get a boy Greyhound or a girl Greyhound? The males and females do have their own traits, but this makes less difference in selection than does each dog's individual character. So next time, I'm going to break down by the numbers what Greyhounds are really like. I'm going to release a YouTube short just to let you know it's coming. But if you want a sneak peek, read the full article linked below at greyhoundhomecare.com. See you next time on the Greyhound Home Care channel.